Hello, guys. Hello. Stream has started. The stream has started. Hello. Let folks know that we are here. I know it's been forever and 20 million damn Sundays since I've been on this here YouTube. So I appreciate y'all coming on out. Hopefully, what happens is people figure out that I'm around. Because, child, it has been a monkey mess, okay? It has been a whole mess. A whole mess. So let me do a couple things here and just make sure that certain situations are handled. Let's go here. Let's go here. How's everybody doing tonight? I know this might be a little bit of an odd, situation. Me just kind of popping up, and this is kind of a different topic, but I wanted to discuss this because let me do this, and then I'm gonna make a post. Sorry, gang. I'm just putting the post up and everything. Because I feel like this is a PSA. Okay. Come join me. Come join me live. This is a bit of a PSA. And I'll tell you why. If you know any cancers in your life, any Cancerians, okay, any Cancerians in your life, and or maybe any other water signs in your life, and they've been, especially the Cancerians though, and they've been acting up a little bit, a wee bit. Mars in Cancer is why. Mars in Cancer is why. Okay? And we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. I want to say hello to the peeps. Hello, Chanel. Welcome, Melinda J. Melinda J has been putting out some really good content. If you all do not subscribe to her yet and are not following her yet, please do so. We're going to talk about that a little bit more as well. Desiree, hello, darling. I'm actually going to go live on TikTok when I'm done here. Shiny, hello. LRGA, hello. How are you, beloved? Jace, my mans, how you doing? So it's good to see everybody tonight. Hello to everybody that's over there on the Facebooks. I just put a tweet out. I just dropped something on the community tab. I got an eyelash in my eye. That's what's bothering me. But anyway, let's just have a little chit chat. And I'm not going to be promising y'all when I'm going to be back on these things. I'm going to try. I'm going to try my hardest. We've been trying to put out some more shorts. We got more shorts to put out. Oh my God, Coach Leslie. Hello, darling. From London. Oh my gosh, it's the middle of the night. Hello, Just the Empress. Wow. Oh my gosh. The gang's coming all back. So, like I said, I'm not going to make any promises because I'm not going to be able to keep them. I'm not going to even hold you. I'm not going to be able to keep them. So let's talk Mars in Cancer and Mercury retrograde. Can we? Mars in Cancer and Mercury retrograde. So I'm going to actually I didn't even bring up the chart even, but I'm going to bring up the chart. I'm not going to bring up one that I can write on, but I just want to bring up one that I can show you. I know I talked about this on TikTok, but we briefly talked about, I think over here as well, Mars in Cancer. We talked about protecting the home. We talked about, that you're going to feel like a little bit, probably a little bit more aggressive about certain things. And the moon's in Cancer today, so this is a fitting time for me to discuss this. We talked about that aspect of Mars in Cancer. But what I want to also bring up for us then as well, and I'm going to share this screen, is I want to bring up the aspect of Mars in Cancer and how it then interacts with us as far as forcing us to do that which we don't want to do. And I know that sounds odd. Can y'all see this okay? Let me make sure y'all can see this okay. Yeah, y'all can see it real good. But I'm going to go down here so y'all can see it even better. Okay, very good. What I want y'all to pay attention to now, where's Cancer? Cancer's right here. So Cancer's over the moon right now. This is as of this exact precise moment. The moon has just passed over Cancer. From the Earth's perspective, or if you were born today, this would be happening in your third house, wherever Cancer lies in your chart. So I want y'all to know, and if you don't know, run yourself a good natal chart. Hopefully by now you have one where you have your moon sign and your rising sign, because you kind of need that in order to be a lot more precise in how these different transits interact with your chart. I have Cancer in the 7th house. I also have Mars in Cancer. I also have Mercury in Cancer. I have Mercury, Mars, the Sun, and my Venus is in the 7th house, but it's in Leo. So I have a stellium in Cancer. I have a stellium in the 7th house. And my moon, I think, is in my 3rd house. So this is a very interesting time for me. So anyway, Know where Cancer is in your chart. So I'm going to give you the example for me, but I'm going to give you some overall overreaching truths about Mars and Cancer, some of which I did not necessarily anticipate. I'm just going to be honest. There's been some things that have happened. How long will Mars be in Cancer? I don't memorize this stuff, guys. I don't memorize. So, it's getting ready to leave. So we don't have that much more time. It's only until May 20th. So y'all are going to be safe soon. Mars in Cancer forces us to do what we must do, but what we've been freaking avoiding. Now I'm going to say that again. Mars in Cancer forces us to do what we must do, but we've been freaking avoiding. Hey, Rogue Nerd, how you doing, lovey? Hello to everybody in the bushes. Hello to everybody I ain't said hi to yet. You and Aries, yeah, that's your dude. That's your dude. That's your ninja. Mars does not like to be in Cancer. Cancer does not like to host Mars. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Because us Cancerians don't necessarily like to be the most absolute direct mother truckers on the planet. Matter of fact, we kind of prefer to take a passive, some would call it a passive aggressive stance on how we handle life. Okay? We just don't. We just don't like to do it. Fire and water. Exactly. So the fire is seeking to rage. The water is seeking to put the fire out. So what do we get when Mars is in Cancer? We get steam. So something's shaking, sugar. Something's shaking. There's going to be a result that comes from the fire and the water. So we don't necessarily prefer to be either up front. Like we will, when we're operating in our lower vibrational energy, we will be a little bit manipulative. We will be a little bit passive aggressive. We will utilize our emotions, our tears, our sadness, our I'm so disappointed in you. All of these things, we will utilize them to our benefit to get you to do whatever it is we want you to do. That's when we operate in our lower vibrations. Not Cancers. You can love me or hate me for telling the story, but it's the truth. Okay? Now, and when we're in our higher vibrations, though, we utilize our emotions to for creation of positivity, support, love, but we still don't like to be very direct. We still don't like to be very direct because it's not comfortable. We're so concerned about hurting your feelings. When Mars is in our sign, let me tell you something. I have been on a tear. It is that masculine energy, that infusion of masculine energy we desperately need. We desperately need as Cancerians to tap into. And it forces us to say, these people, these places, this whatever it is, these situations, these energies do not belong in our atmosphere. They do not belong in our lives. And the universe has been trying to tell a lot of us what it's after 9 o'clock. What the universe has been trying to say to us? Clean up your house. Get your house in order. Remove those things that are effing with you. Remove those people that really ain't about you. Get rid of the jealous Bessies. Get rid of the negative Nancys. Okay? Get rid of the Debbie Downers. I mean, we can keep on and keep on and keep on. If that significant other really is not uplifting you and they're causing more problems than good, get rid of them. If you have not been willing to let some people go, maybe you're an entrepreneur or a boss and you ain't been willing to let these people and move and restructure, it's time to do it. You ain't got no choice. If you've been avoiding creating something, starting something, it's been like put on the back burner. Now with Mars and Cancer since March, I can guarantee you have been on a rip and a tear, like this has got to get done. I since March, since the end of March, I can't even begin to tell you. It's been like, I can't do it. I am moving from Wisconsin, guaranteed. I am moving from Wisconsin. I'm not telling nobody where I'm going. I think I know, but I ain't telling nobody yet. But I'm moving and it's going to be somewhere warm. The winter, the snow ain't going to fly this year. I swear to you. And it's not, it's like this burning desire. Like it's like there's no choice. There's some other things with my businesses and creating new businesses and launching and then I can't stop doing it. When I talk to people about starting their businesses and or stepping into their purpose, it's like, oh, I need you to do it. There have been people removed from my life. And I really didn't have much to do with it. And there are some people that are on their way out. You see what I'm saying? So now Texas ain't in the running. Maybe, Mississippi and Alabama are pretty. North Carolina's in the running as well. Hey, Red Violet. You see what I'm saying? So it's time to go. Where's Jess? What Jess say? Lisa, you're about to have a lot going on with that, what you shared. But we know you got it. What did I share? I don't even remember. I don't even remember now. You're moving. See, it's time for us to move around. I need a timeout. I've been taking timeouts. That's the crazy thing. I'm going to drop the short tomorrow. I have been taking timeouts. This past weekend, I didn't even work all weekend. I left here Friday afternoon, didn't work again till Monday morning. I didn't even do a little bit on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I've been taking my timeouts. And when I take my timeouts, I get rejuvenated. That's not the point. Don't you all distract me. Asheville, okay, baby. Okay. So but what Mars in Cancer does is it illuminates all of those things that are in your personal space that you've not dealt with yet, that you need to deal with. What's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs about this situation, and hopefully y'all can see, if you all look, I don't know if you can see my cursor. Maybe I'm going to go in. No, I can't go any. So right here is Mercury in retrograde in Taurus, and it is sextiling Mars. That's what this blue line is. It's sextiling Mars. And from the perspective, if you were to be born today and for the next appreciable amount of time, for next week and a half, 2 weeks, That would be in the 12th house for you in Taurus. That 12th house is this illusionary, this kind of nebulous, this kind of, I wished I had always known these things energy. And I wished I had always known or acted on these things in the area of my personal possession, how I earn my money, my personal possession, those that I have kept close to me, those things that I truly value, having the luxury, whatever luxuries I desire in life, making my life easier so I wouldn't have to work so hard, all of these, the pleasures, right? And so with Mercury in retrograde, it's always a beautiful time for us to begin to consider some of the decisions that we've been making and how we've communicated those decisions, desires, thoughts, wants, needs, whatever you want to call them, how we've been communicating it and how we've been thinking about it, and how, because as a man thinketh, so is he. And so it's a great time for us to review our thought patterns in regard to some of the plans we've been making, because we've been making fantastic plans. Hopefully all of you have been making great plans. And if you have been and you've been beginning to execute them, well, now it's time to think, okay, wait, let's just restructure this a little bit. Let's look it over again. And this Mercury retrograde is kind of unique because it's sextiling Mars in Cancer. Okay, Mars, it takes a while to get around the sun. Okay, it takes its years a little shorter than ours, year, but it takes a minute, almost 365 days to get around. So by its sextiling Mars in Cancer, that's kind of I'm in agreement, but I'm not fully in agreement. And so to me, what it's doing, and I could just say what it's doing for me in my personal life, it is literally showing me what I have been avoiding, thinking about, handling, caring for in so many areas with so many people in my life and so many energies, so many decisions, whatever that I've been putting off. I have to make them now. So if you've been putting off, let's say, getting something fixed in your home, well, this is probably the time it busts. Like if you've been literally sticking your head in the sand trying to avoid the tower moment, this is the time period where all the tower moments are happening. Literally. Because, and honestly, you can't even get upset. Because if you think about it, for the most part, I would bet you 10-1 that you've needed to deal with this for a long time, but you just haven't because it's uncomfortable. They're not decisions that we like to make. They're either going to hurt our feelings or somebody else's feelings, or then by proxy, both parties' feelings. This is a time period for the next couple of weeks because Mercury's going to be in how long? When is Mercury retrograde? Well, Mercury... till May 14th. So Mercury's going to be in retrograde, and then it's going to stationary shadow. It's in retrograde, and then it's going to stationary shadow for the duration of Mars being in Cancer. So you better buckle up, Buttercup, because we're not done. We are going to be making some serious moves, changes, alterations. And so you can either say, shit, what? The tower is happening. The tower is happening. London's not falling, but the tower is happening. Hey, all is well. Hey, Empress at home. Shadow meaning when a planet goes into retrograde, before it actually goes into retrograde, it kind of gets stationary. Or there's this shadow period before and after a transition, a retrograde transition, or what have you. So we kind of call that shadow period the period either ramping up or the period if it really kind of slowing down, where we're still feeling the effects of the energetic shift that it created. The universe is shaking the table. So, y'all, we really have to look at, and let's think about it. We still do have Uranus here in Taurus. It's going to be there for a couple years yet? So Mercury's going to go into retrograde, back, and then it's going to come back again. So it's going to be conjunct the sun again, and then it's going to come through It's going to come through Taurus and be conjunct Uranus again. Rapid, radical, major altering changes. So we're not done seeing the major changes. What we're seeing with this revolution in AI technology and the use thereof, what we're seeing in a revolution of, let me tell you guys something. The fact that Don Lemon, and Tucker Carlson both got fired from their respective, on opposite sides of the aisle, their respective, networks the same day is no damn coincidence. It's no coincidence, guys. And then wasn't it the same day or the next day that Biden announced his bid for re-election and then said, I'm not basically going to do any debates and I'm going to stay wherever I am like I did last time. Anyway, it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence that during this time, we're getting even more information about, for instance, during this Mercury retrograde period, we got more information about how the government was reading the private DMs of people on Twitter. Like they had their hand all in the cookie jars. Were you guys made aware that I'm going to probably just need to pull this up. Hold on. I'm going to pull this up because I don't even know if I want to say it. Here we go. I'm going to put, this is from April 18th, 2023. From the FDA. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready? Do not shoot the messenger. I'm just the messenger. I'm just going to put this up here and you all are allowed to read it. And then I'm not speaking it. Because I ain't trying. I don't know what they fixing to say. I mean, I do know what they're fixing to say because I've done read it. Now, This is going to go for the same thing, not only for the Pfizers, but the Modernas. This has now been amended. So the current doses and current usages of these things, these medications for the Ronas, is no longer authorized. So the original ones that people put in their arms are no longer authorized for use in the US. Hey, AT2. Now, so it is no, hello, Kelly. I don't know where I saw Kelly. It is no coinkydink that all these things are being stated during a Mercury retrograde where we rethink. It is no longer, in fact, my good friend AT2, I am not shocked that you've been having the situations you've been having with the trolls and the idiots on the tubes. Why? Because people are going to attack what they are jealous of. And what we have to see, and I'm not picking on you, baby, because I'm seeing it in my own life. Sometimes we got to see that mother truckers were no good for us. And we were refusing to see it before. And I don't know, this is probably just me. Now, this ain't got nothing to do with nobody. This is probably just me. But, I give people a lot of the benefit of the doubt. A lot of the benefit of the doubt. And I've given them too much of a pass. So what has Mars in Cancer and then Mercury in retrograde on top of that done? It's been like you've been playing in my face. And I've been simply closing my eyes. But my eyes are wide open and my mouth says bye-bye. You can't play in my face any longer. That's what this is saying. You see what I'm saying? This is what this energy is doing for us. Okay? This is what this energy is doing for us. Now, yeah, them trolls is running wild. Like a bunch of wild banshees. You've been to the mountaintop. That's right. Hold people accountable, man. I'm glad y'all getting it. Yes, it's time to do the laundry. But don't do nobody else's laundry and hang it out to dry. Okay, so while we here, I also want to put up here, welcome and thank you everybody that's coming, that's here. Let me put this in the chat. I am having another one it's a free webinar, it's a free training web class, 5 steps to creating or starting your spiritual business. So we are going to, thank you AT2 for gifting us a membership. Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, Just the Impress got it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So what I want y'all to do, if those of you that have never been to one of my trainings, or if you have, you're more than welcome to come. Click that link that's in the chat. It's scrolling across the bottom. I want y'all to click that link and attend 5 steps to starting your spiritual business. Now, this is good actually for any online digital-based coaching business. But my thing is spirituality, so I'm going to give you that lean. So come on, join that. It's completely free. It's tomorrow night from like 8 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern. Just 1 hour. That's all. That's 1 hour. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific. Okay? 5 p.m. Pacific. For some reason, it doesn't show me when you do that. So it doesn't show me when you do that AT2. So thank you so much, love. Thank you. So sign up for that. It's completely free. It's on Zoom. It's online. All right. Let's keep talking. Um and moderators, if you could just continue to copy that, that'd be great. Okay, gang. So have y'all been having issues? So let's run through it. Aries. Basically, everybody's going to be doing the same thing. This is how it's going to affect all y'all. Aries, this is occurring in your third house. If we're doing whole houses, it may be in a different spot for Cancer for you. So you got to know. So if you have Cancer in your first house, this is really going to affect how you're thinking about everything at home. And how you view yourself, let's put it this way, how you view yourself in juxtaposition to your family, to your friends, those very close, very, very close to you. Your family, your friends, and those very, very close to you. Okay? That's if Cancer's in your first house. Okay? Cancer in your second house or the house of Taurus. This is going to affect how you're looking at your bank accounts. I want you to look at your investments. I want you to look at your real estate purchases. If you have Cancer in the second house, this could very well affect your job, your career. It very well will do that as well. It's going to motivate you to kick off something brand new or go for a new career or a promotion. And it's actually probably going to give you the courage to not only apply for that position or start that business, but it's going to give you the courage and the strength and the aggressiveness that you need in order to really possess it. Cancer in your third house, the house that's ruled by Gemini. You're going to feel like you're on a roller coaster from now until the 20th of May. From now until the 20th of May. Okay? From now until the 20th of May. So if Cancer's in your third house, expect that the emotional and thought life roller coaster is going to continue. However, you're going to be empowered to make very quick decisions with a logic and a laserness that you've not experienced before. Okay? Cancer in your third house. Cancer in your fourth house. I would be very wary. I would be very careful because this is a very volatile time for all the relationships. The marriages, the long-term relationships, the familial relationships. This is going to be Cancer in the fourth house. Cancer in the fourth house. This is going to be a volatile time for those relationships. I'm telling you, you're going to have probably arguments with that Mercury retrograde happening in Taurus. You're going to probably have arguments about how people are spending money, whether or not they're saving money. There's probably going to be arguments as to the structure of the household. What both of you guys may deem as fun or not fun. Something as simple as where to go on vacation could cause a whole big ruckus in the house. Also, Cancer in the fourth house, with Taurus then in the second, we're going to want to really be paying attention again, also to the home situation. Okay, as far as real estate and ownership, be very careful about before you make a move. Like, I would not necessarily sign new leases or buy a home until after the 20th of May if I were you. Okay? All right. I got you, Rogue, but let me keep. Red Violet, which one did you need me to repeat? Cancer in the fifth house. It's the house that's ruled by Leo. Loyalty. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. All will be, if you got Cancer in the fifth house, and if fifth house or seventh house, you are going to know for sure who's in your mother trucking corner and who ain't. Who's in your mother trucking corner and who ain't. These hoes ain't loyal. That's all I got to say about that. These hoes ain't loyal. I bet you like a Tyrese probably has Cancer in the fifth house. I wonder. It might. Maybe. I'm not sure. But I'm just telling you. It's for real. It's like Holy Grail in it. And it's like Holy Grail. Y'all remember that song, right? Justin and Jay-Z. You know, you take the clothes off my back and I let you. You take the blood right out my arm and you watch me bleeding, but I still don't know why I love you so much. That's what's happening. Okay. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. What I said about Gemini is it's going to be the emotional, the roller coaster is going to be continuing with all the people around you. It's going to be ups and downs, but you're going to get clarity and be able to make snap decisions, and they're going to be spot on if you have Cancer in the third house. Okay. Fifth house. Sixth house. Watch out for your health. Hey, Tamika. Watch out for your health. This is not the time for you to, I would not do anything drastic like starting brand new strenuous exercise regimens. I probably wouldn't be doing any surgeries either until May 20th. After that, but I would be doing tests and making sure that health-wise you're in good spot. If you've been avoiding getting like some of the standard tests and just checking yourself out, now's the time. I would schedule those tests now. Okay? And just time to get some good checkups and just tune-ups. Okay? Cancer in the seventh house. That's the house of Libra, the house of collaboration and justice. Watch out for being served with different legal issues. If you've been avoiding dealing with these situations up until now. You are also going to get a lot of offers for collaboration, a lot of offers to work together, a lot of offers for creating new ventures. Weigh each and every one of them very closely, because if you have Cancer in the seventh house, most likely you'll have Taurus in the fourth. And if we do things, if we're just doing even houses, right? Well, no, it'll be in the fifth. You'll have Taurus in the fifth. And remember that Mercury is sextiling your Mars in Cancer. So therefore, you got to test the loyalty. Who's freaking really loyal to you? Remember, I just said these hoes ain't loyal for that fifth house. You're going to have to test it. You're going to have to double and triple check it. You're going to have to make sure that any collaborations and anything that you sign or that you enter into is fair to you and fair, that is fair to you. Okay? Don't be surprised if prior collaborations that you have had, Cancer in the seventh house, all of a sudden, and deep friendships and deep relationships, situationships, whatever, family, whatever the case may be. Do not be surprised if you have begun to see them falling apart, changing. They could be changing for the worse or changing for the better. There's going to be some that are going to rise to the top and everything's going to be strengthened. There's others that are falling away, and they're falling away quickly. Not that all of them are disloyal, but it's just we're doing a reset. Okay? Balancing it out. Cancer in the 8th house of Scorpio. Other people's money, resources, contracts. Cancer in the 7th house. Whatever is in that 7th house has caused you to double and triple check some things, but you may have also trusted where you shouldn't. So again, that house especially, along with, I believe it was the 2nd house, I'm going to need you to check, double check, recheck any and all contractual agreements you have. And contractual agreements that you have not yet dealt with it's coming to roost. You're going to be able to make some very strong decisions, though. Okay? You're going to be able to make some have the courage to make them. So in the 8th house, I wouldn't be afraid to, or I wouldn't let this hinder you in, I don't know about signing the contract, but I would say enter into strong negotiations because you're real close. I wouldn't be opposed to you signing a new contract because you're going to double and triple check everything. This actually could be a very good opportunity for you to apply for loans, other people's resources that you maybe thought you weren't going to get. Cancer in the 9th house. And guys, I'll have my VAs go in and we'll put some for the replay. We'll try to superimpose some, we'll cut this up for you guys. Cancer in the 9th house, spirituality, higher learning, all that kind of good stuff. This is a great time for you to be introspective. I'm talking house positions in Placidus, or you could be doing equal houses as well. Either way. It's both. It's both planetary and house positions, Jace. We'll get to that in just a second. Cancer in the 9th house. This is a great time for you to stop, review, and hone your ideals about spirituality, your individual ideals about it. This is a great time for you to take that leap of faith and go on and learn more, do more, investigate more. If my moderators could please put in there the link to that, the 5 steps. There, it's right there here as well. 5steps.limitlesslightworker.co. Join me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Not here on Zoom for that free web class. 5 steps to starting your spiritual business or heart center business, coaching, teaching, whatever. So this is a great time for you to expand that in that area. And I think you're going to get clarity, and you're going to have, again, courage to step out of the norm and make the decisions. Okay? Step outside the norm. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. And make those decisions. Okay? Cancer in the 10th house of career. Child, this is a mess. The 10th house is not only career, but what you are known for in the public eye. So Cancer in the 10th house, you are probably well known for being like a nurturer, a teacher, a lover, not a fighter, hard worker, takes their own initiative and whatever they do. This has got you on 20, on 100, you on 1,000. You are so focused on expanding, elevating, stepping up to that next level. And I want you to take Mars in Cancer, if Cancer is in your 10th house, and I want you to ride it. I want you to use it. I want you to use that energy to exponentially grow. This is your time to set down the foundation so you can glow up, blow up, and show up in a big way in life. Okay? So why I say it's a mess is usually sometimes Cancerians, we don't necessarily want to be in the spotlight, right? We're crabs. We're like, eh. This is your time to shine, Cancer in the 10th house. I want you to go for the new job, the promotion, start the business, whatever it is, be known. Start your YouTube channel, start your Twitch channel, start your TikTok, be known. Okay? All right? Yep, Samantha, you could replay it or you could rewind it right now. It is definitely time. Hey, M Dollars. All right. All right. Cancer in the 11th house, the house of Aquarius. That is the house of the collective consciousness. That is the house of what's good for everybody, right? Of grand collective morality. You know what you need to do. You know you've had this emotional, this visceral desire to do things like maybe nonprofits, to do things like other just kind of helping organizations. It's like I see some people like they want to start a food bank, or they've wanted to start after school programs, or they've wanted to maybe teach yoga in the local school district, or stuff like that. Yeah, the 10th house is Capricorn. Mars in Cancer in the 11th house is really pushing you as well to be in that forefront. And it's really pushing you to make the decision finally to move ahead in what you know is meant for the collective consciousness, the collective good. So let's say you've had an idea of a healing modality or a different take on Reiki or a different whatever, right? Maybe it's a book that's going to have home remedies or, hoodoo or something like that, right? For people, or self-help. It's time for you to put the blog out, do these things, but put this out. If this is something new that you know is going to benefit the world, and you have a perspective, then now you're feeling this push to finally do it. Thank you so much, Empress at Home. Thank you, beloved. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that super chat. Thank you. So that's Cancer in the 11th house. Really get going, do it. And then Cancer in the 12th house, the house of Pisces. That's the mature house. That's the house of deep spiritual wisdom. That's the house of dreams. That's the house of imagination. I want you to take all of your dreams, Cancer, in the 12th house Cancers. And I want you to take that Mars energy and actively manifest them. Because we also have Saturn in Pisces. So actively manifest those dreams. Don't be afraid. Don't hide them anymore. Actively speak out your wisdom. Share it with the world. Don't hide. Okay? Don't hide. Ooh. That was good. I enjoyed that. You guys pay attention to that. We got that in there. So I want you guys to register for that. It's completely free. It's not 6 p.m. God dang it, I'm wrong. It's 5 p.m. Pacific. 5 p.m. Pacific. My bad. It's 5 p.m. Pacific. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. Oh, good gravy. Let me change this now. 5 p.m. Pacific. Copy. I'm so sorry, gang. I don't know what the heck's wrong with me. Yep, 5 p.m. Thanks, beloved. Okay. Edit. All right. Okay. I can take a couple of questions. We're at 55. I can take a couple of questions. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I do have my Egyptian Gods Oracle deck here with me, so I figured I maybe could pull a card or something for a couple people. Did y'all catch that? We're going to chop those little bits up, and hopefully they'll be short enough for a some shorts. So we're going to chop them up and put them up there as shorts for y'all as I ran through it. That's from now until the 20th. I did see a question from Rogue Nerd about what happens after. Rogue Nerd asked me what happens after Mars leaves. After Mercury retrograde. So what we're going to do is have a period of time between Mercury retrograde, Mercury going stationary direct, and then there'd be the shadow period where we're going to have a chance to take all this information we've gathered over the last few weeks and all that we've learned about everybody, and then we're going to be able to repackage it. Okay? We're going to be able to repackage it and say, okay, now I see. Hopefully you've removed people out of your life, and we're going to bring new ones in. And then once Mars leaves Cancer, it's going to go into Leo. So now we're going to be ferociously loyal to those that have proven themselves loyal to us. Now it's about having fun. Now it's about enjoying the fruits of our labor. Okay? So it's about enjoying all this and being, at peace and happy and really like, so that's there's calm after the storm. Well, I wasn't doing like whole reads, but I'll pull an Egyptian oracle for you, okay? Let me pull an Egyptian oracle for Red Violet. Oh. Tawert Genesis. You're coming into a brand new start, birthing new things now. Red Violet, your storm is over. The clouds are clearing. The new things are being born. And it's okay. I'm hearing this. It is perfectly fine to be happy. It's perfectly fine to be happy. All right. Employment. Oh, well, good. I'm glad I was completely right, Jace. Let me see what we have for you. I don't even remember what I said last time, Jace. Nefertum completeness. You are coming into a time where old things are Like all of your old stuff is being, those old chapters are being closed. That fulfillment is coming in. You see that there's an ankh over here. It just looks a little, over here it looks a little different. And we have, the God here. So basically the time of gestation is over. And for you, we're coming into a time of fulfillment and completeness. So whatever this job is going to be fulfilling for you for a while, I would say. Okay. It's going to meet your needs for a while. Okay. And it'll probably have a good level of a future to it. Like at least until you can do what it is you really truly want to do. Okay. Do you remain at your current job, or is it time to seek other job opportunities? Blue butterfly. Do you know where Cancer is in your birth chart? Do you know where Cancer is in your birth chart? And or can you tell me what your sun, your moon, and your rising sign are? And if you're asking me if it's time to seek other job opportunities, then you already have the answer to that question. And the other job opportunities, beloved, might be you starting your own business. Good early morning, Jenny. Oh, I love that white tiger. Getting married June 13th. Girl, yes, you do need to see what the planets look like that day. My son and daughter-in-law, daughter in heart, are getting married June the 17th. That was a good day. So I feel like it's going to be good. Okay, but Blue Butterfly, what's your sun sign? What day were you born? Give me your sun sign. You just went totally independent in your agency. That's congratulations. Have butterflies, because I also have so many irons in the fire. What to do successfully You're in Aquarius. What to do success? I don't understand your question, baby. LRG, I don't understand your question. Okay, you're in Aquarius. Yes, this is definitely time. Hermitage. Let me look at this. Because you got Kansu. Let's see what Kansu has to say for you. Yeah, you have Kansu, Hermitage, god of the moon, time, and knowledge. His name means traveler, the wanderer. Kansu is the admiral of human destinies. He is depicted as a mummified young child. He represents the synthesis of beauty of youth, the archetype of youthful amazement and spontaneity. Like other child deities, he symbolizes the potential that lies in all of us. Be open to new ideas and be brave and bold in facing up to the unknown that presents itself to you. Possibility of journeys to take you away from your comfort zone. So yes, time for you to look, Blue Butterfly, for new opportunities. Definitely. Oh, Samantha. Okay. Well, hopefully this helps. Okay, perf. What to do to succeed? LRGAs. Let me get one. No problem. Let me get one card for LRGA for success. Bastet, passion. Follow your passions. Don't be here, let me see what they say about Bastet, because I feel like you're going to benefit from this. Okay, goddess of prosperity and wealth. She represents sensuality and tenderness, charm and generosity, love and passion, desire and pleasure. Maybe you should take a break from your routine and reconnect with nature and yourself. Live your life with more fullness and passion. It lies within you to develop seduction and passion. You could get great satisfaction in every area of your life and experience a joy. So listen, in everything that you do, have joy. Be joyful. Ask yourself, is this make me happy? If it ain't making you happy, don't do it. Now I understand you got to do the filing. But I will say this, be grateful in everything that you're doing every day. You just signed up for that for our initiate membership. So I think I have in there. If not, I'll get it to you guys tomorrow. A journaling. There's a journal that I created. It's a 369 method for it's the Tesla method for manifestation. So I'm going to have you do that. But in order for you to succeed, just don't get upset if things aren't working out. How can I put this? Allow everything to happen because everything is meant to happen. Allow it to happen for you and not to you. But follow your passions. That's the way you're going to succeed. Is follow your passions and find joy. Thank you so much, Jenny. If you're getting married in New Zealand, what I would do is I would put the city in New Zealand into the chart wheel, right? So when you're creating the chart, here, let me do this. Share. Let me share this screen. Okay, so let's say I was going to run a chart. I'll show you my information. Yeah. Okay, calculate. So, okay, that's not showing that one. Stop sharing. Share this tab instead. Okay. So you see, I've got my birth date and time here, and then my city, right? So I would just run a chart, you could use your birth chart, but I'd run a transit chart and see if I could edit the date and time, the place. Or what you could do is you could run your chart for the date as if someone was being born. So just make up a name. You could call it wedding, and then make it that birth date, the time you're supposed to be getting married, and then the city. That's what I would do. You're welcome, Lovey. About your new marriage, girl, you know I don't do the love stuff. You know me in love. Hold on. Nope. I've never even seen this card before. Oh, okay. So this is fine. Okay. Mehen, protection. He is a beneficial serpent god, the guardian of the solar barque, of Ra, whose name means he who is coiled. The sacred Mehen shields the god Ra during his journeys on the solar barque, or bark. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Protecting him from the evil serpent Apophis. He carefully protects Ra's journey also to allow him to be reborn at every sunrise and defeat death. It is envisaged that a time of conflict is on its way to you. You will have to fight. Be alert to maintain your position, but do not fear. Mehen's powerful energy ensures you great protection against external attacks to come out victorious and relieved. So in other words, even if things look like they're obstacles to get in your way, as far as your marriage is concerned, you're protected. Okay? All right, baby. Melinda, Cancer in the 4th house. Do not sign any new leases before the 20th of May. Ma'at, you have truth and fairness. So this is all going to work out by the end of this. This is all going to work out, but you do not sign any new things until the 20th of May if you can avoid it. Okay? She is the goddess of harmony, justice, and truth. She is usually depicted as a young woman with wings or holding the scepter of power, the symbol of eternal life. She wears an ostrich feather on her head, symbol of lightness. Ma'at also represents universal order. All existence moves on the basis of the principle of justice, interpreted as a law that must be observed. It is time for recovery and restoration. You may receive reward for certain right actions, but also punishments and consequences for wrong ones. Remember that happiness can only be achieved through fairness, righteousness, and moderation. You might be ready to pull the plug on your job, but I'm hearing it's not quite yet time. You need to relocate first. You need to decide about the living situation first. Follow your gut instinct, but just don't sign any legal document before the 20th. I wouldn't advise it. I mean, you can, but check in with one of us and we can make sure, just check it and guide. I do feel like that there is some sort of I'm like seeing a settlement of some sort as well, or where you've been treated unfairly, perhaps it is at the job itself, that there's going to be some sort of settlement and you're going to be made whole in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay, Empress, we're going to do this one, and then I think we'll just do one or two more, and then I got to go to bed. Jenny says you don't know what sign you really have? Oh, honey, are you adopted? I'm trying to remember. Oh, you got straight up Sekhmet justice. I've been on some Sekhmet energy. If you guys ever get the opportunity to study Kemetic, the Egyptian gods or the Kemetic gods, child Sekhmet, she was like, oh, humanity's effing up. Let me just burn it all down, kill them all. I've been on that. Burn it down, ask questions later. Sort it out. Sekhmet, the lion-headed female goddess with the sun disk on her head. She is the divinity of war, epidemics, but also the protectress of forms of healing. She is the expression of the duality between disease and healing, chaos and order, water and fire, the two elements from which matter and spirit are obtained. Sekhmet brings order and punishes those who disobey divine law. You have the opportunity to reconcile the opposing energies. Remember that all the chickens come home to roost. Every person must experience the consequence of their actions, for better or for worse. Every action or thought generates a consequence. Proceed more calmly and patiently. Avoid extremes, Empress. Be your own magician. Balance your will and your goals. Just be fair. Be just and be fair. Learn to judge and criticize constructively without hurting others. Operate in moderation. Pisces moon, I'm not doing no more. Y'all I am pulling one for Jenny and one for Pisces moon, and then we're done. These are Egyptian god oracle cards. Rogue Nerd, I think I got them online. Jenny, Hathor, intelligence. Hathor, intelligence. She is the mother of all women. She is the goddess of love, passion, and beauty. Her parties are orgies of intoxication, joy, and music. She is also associated with childbirth, delivery, and children. She is portrayed as a young woman with cow horns on her head. The sun disk is placed between her horns, which is why she's also called the divine cow. But she also has a destructive side. Try to create pleasant situations and make the most of the moments you experience. In love, Hathor helps to intensify sexuality, the senses, the explosion of life, of everything capable of being born, increase of wealth in all areas, especially material ones. So it's looking really, really good for you, my dear. Really, really good for you. And Pisces moon, finally. I saw a. Thank you so much, Jenny. From the set, move away from the city I live in and also the country. I say, Jenny, I say to go to the country. Hathor is very much a very nature loving. Hathor is a very nature loving entity. She likes tranquility and creativity and everything that is full of life. So move to the country. Get some chickens. Just kidding. Whoop. And Pisces moon. Oh, shoo. Order and peace. Yes, remain still. Find peace. You're pushing too hard against this situation instead of just remaining still and learning the lesson, or just remaining still so things can open up for you. You're so pushing against getting out that you can't get out. Primordial God, son of Amon-Ra, who personifies Amon-Ra, who personifies the air, the wind, but also that the light that broke the primordial darkness. His name is He Who Rises. Shu is commonly portrayed with an ostrich feather on his head. The ostrich feather is a symbol of lightness and purity, the air meaning breath of life and cooling breeze. This card advises you to adopt a more disciplined form of behavior. Try to avoid uncontrolled impulses of desires and passions. The time has come to lighten and rebalance your life. Respect rules and greater responsibility. Don't push, flow. Don't push, flow. Okay? You're welcome, love. So it's in your first house. The ascending is your first house. So rewind back to the Cancer first house. I will try to timestamp it as well, but it's going to take a minute for this to generate, and then we'll cut them up tomorrow. Okay? Thank you, dear. Yes, be still. All right, gang. Hour and 18 minutes. We're going to roll it up out of here. Don't forget, sign up for the free training tomorrow. 5 steps. limitlesslightworker.co. It's completely free. 5 steps to create or start your spiritual business. We're going to be doing this one often, hopefully every Thursday. So if you missed last week Thursday, come on out. If you were here last week Thursday, but you want to hear it again, come on out. And it's totally free. It's on Zoom. And we had a great time last week. So I hope to have as many, if not more people. I want to thank everybody for being here. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. And there's some yeah, I don't usually ask for Cash App. So, I'm not a big Cash App-y person. I just appreciate y'all being here. You're welcome, love. Thank you guys for being here. Oh, sweetie, you're welcome. Thank you guys for being here. I loved being back on again. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. All right, gang, we are going to get going. We're going to get going. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you the most. Namaste. Bye.